Welcome. During this video, we will discuss a conceptual level real-life business example of what aspects would require consideration when you develop a business case. The example we will use is that of a call center initiative for a global professional services company referred to here as Robinson International. Robinson International's executive team have defined a 3-year key business objective to increase profits of their company by 25% worldwide. As part of this objective, a series of initiatives are being considered for implementation in support of achieving the objectives set. One of the reasons where a change is being considered is in the way that internal staff receives help desk technology support. There is a general belief that there is a high level of inefficiencies and duplication of effort in this area of the business, and management would like a small team of business analysts to prepare a business case to address this business need. If we look back to what the key stages of developing a business case entails, we would know that the first key stage would require us to define the opportunity, business need, or problem. So we would need to spend some time to formulate the key problem in terms of the current help desk processes, technology, and practices in offices around the globe. Because this is quite a sizable potential initiative, it is worth spending some time to understand the true business need and agreeing what the key business problem is the business case would be built to solve. Once you have agreed the primary business problem, which in our example has been defined as an enormous duplication of effort which comes down to resource inefficiencies and high operational costs to run multiple help desks around the world. If this business need or problem is solved, it will help deliver against the overall business objective to achieve a 25% profit increase in 3 years. The next key stage for consideration would be to come up with the 3 to 4 alternative solutions or approaches to solve the business problem identified. This should be done in collaboration with the key stakeholders supporting and working towards building this business case. In our example, 4 alternative approaches or solutions could include: first option, outsource the help desk function globally. Second option, centralize the help desk function to 1 to 2 call center style help desks, which solves 80% of all calls. Third option, automate the help desk function by implementing targeted artificial intelligence solutions. And fourth option, do nothing. For the purpose of our practical example, these are the options that will be analysed and considered. Note that in the real world, there may be other better or more relevant alternatives that could be included instead, but remember that a business would typically have 3 to 4 primary options to consider. Before we embark on the analysis of the alternative solution options stage of the development, it is important to first establish the desired outcomes for this potential initiative. What does the ideal or desired state look like? Ideally, you should define measurable outcomes that could be tracked and measured once this implementation goes live. Be sure to keep the desired outcomes and its measures completely independent from the high-level solution options you and your team might be considering. This stage is about knowing what the desired outcome should provide the business in terms of value and change. For example, we may describe the desired status as an efficient, scalable global help desk solution which provides a great technology support service to internal staff with an overall cost efficiency gain of at least 40% in comparison to the costs of the current state help desk. The next key stage is to assess each of the alternatives in terms of their scope, feasibility, main assumptions, risks and constraints, as well as do a financial analysis and value assessment. If we were to spend some time and effort doing this assessment for each alternative solution in our example, we may find information such as the following. Option 1. To outsource the help desk function worldwide will take between 6 to 12 months. It is feasible. We assume there is outsourcing available that will meet our company needs, and the financial analysis shows a positive return on investment in less than 12 months. For option 2, to centralize the help desk functions globally may take approximately 18 to 20 months. It is a feasible option. We are flagging some risks in terms of logistics, and financial analysis also shows a positive return on investment, but this will only occur after 3 years. And for option 3, to implement an artificial intelligence help desk solution may only take 5 to 7 months and is also a feasible option, although the risks and constraints identified may prohibit a full-scale solution. The financial analysis yielded a positive return on investment in less than 12 months. Finally, we should always also assess the option of not doing anything. Option 4, to do nothing, was also assessed, and this showed costing increasing, which is not an option if the organisation wants to achieve their 3 years 25% profit increase goals. Keep in mind that with this high-level example, we have not included any detailed analysis information here, and that in a real-world scenario, you may include other factors that play a key part in deciding which option to recommend. This is the stage of the business case which takes the most time and effort to complete. Based on all your analysis work, you and your team will be working on a recommended option which as the end result will be recommended to the decision makers. The last stage of the business case development is to pull all the findings together into a presentable format which you and your team can present to executive decision makers with a clearly communicated recommendation. In our example, we decided to summarize the business case into a company presentation template which is familiar to the executive team. Our recommendation is to go with option 3, primarily because of the attractive timeframes, cost reduction, and scalability of the solution. In summary, here we looked very briefly at the key stages of developing a business case for a call center solution. During the next lessons, we will delve into much more detail for each key stage so that you can learn the practicalities and techniques to apply as you progress during your next business case development efforts. Thank you, and I look forward to sharing with you the next business case topics.